Okay, grilled by the police. I think the first thing to establish here is one thing that, which is the first question: why would Oba Elegushi petition Baba Mohbad? What right does he have? What is the onus as to under which he is having to do this? And Alagbon Police Station has a copy of the said petition the deceased wrote. And anybody who doesn't have a copy, pick it up. It is a threat to life. It was very specific. Wrote in the first person pronoun and said, these people, this Oba Elegushi has said that wherever he is found, he should be killed. Sorry to use that word on air. He should be pied. So the question is, if Alagbon Police Station acted on this petition, I believe that there will be no reference to Mr. Oba Saheed Elegushi's name anywhere. Because ideally, he should have gone to the police station, Oba Saheed Elegushi should have gone to that and clarified his name and sort himself out of that mess before the deceased passed.
Lady Han, I will request that you can skip that name and, if you're referring to
the king. I use the king.
Yeah,
okay, I use the king. The person in question, now say the person of interest should have gone and sorted this issue out prior to a disclaimer being put out there after the deceased passed, and that would have been great. So there would have been no need for anybody to make reference to this. Now, that is past. What is present? The present and the reality on ground is, because this person is my next of kin, and if I'm being asked as to what's going on with his demise and what happened, I would recount everything I was told. Ideally, in a society that works, he would do this before the police, who are unbiased, fair, no prejudice, and they would investigate and take the necessary actions that are needed to be taken. However, that's not the case. We see a case of a father who is crying out for help and reiterating, I use the word reiterating, facts, statement of facts that were found in a document. I do not see any law in any country that makes that a crime. There are statements of facts. You can verify it if you get the document in question and confirm what the person is saying. So what I would say to this is, we would hope the police department does the due diligence of looking, if I should say, reinvestigating why the person of interest's name was mentioned in the first place, and then putting it to bed, and nothing else. Nothing else to the deceased next of kin. And if that is not the route that is taken, I would like to say it today. Please, all the legal people who go with Baba Mohbad to answer this, to get a full clip of that video, play it through, and if we have trust and believe in the police system, that they're not prejudiced and they're not biased, then looking at that, they should do the needful. And if it gets to court, we believe the judicial system are not prejudiced as well, and they would see that it is a proven statement of fact that the deceased and the persons of interest were mentioned in a public legal document. And that's that. End of story. Nothing else, extra, minus, should be added to that. Now, another thing I have to say here is, we as the concerned members of the public, if we then begin to see that it's a case of a man who has lost his son is now being trying to be coerced into silence or forced into more distress, I think we'll begin to cry out with the avenues we know to use to get the results we need. One of that is the media, Nigerian media, the global media, and any other thing we can do. A peaceful protest would now be the next option. And that's that. I'm not going to talk about anything else, because I have to say this, and I also have to say this here. Please, for all the legal people working with Baba Mohbad, I want to understand that you understand his mental state of mind, and when he has concerns, that you have to put his concerns to bed by giving him a clear brief on the extent you would go to assure him that, you know what, listen, this case, this is your rights, you haven't done this, you haven't done that, and put his mind at rest. Everybody who saw that man today was, if you had a heart, if you had empathy, was really distraught. I could not focus. I was going to go on the platform, but I just saw him and I was like, I just could not imagine what he's dealing with. And for every other person on the Justice for Mohbad movement who actually set up this man for drugs, please be warned. The first thing we expect in this case, you have to have empathy. You must have empathy. Understand this is not any palatable situation that you would even wish your enemies to be in. And the best you can do is empathy. If you have anything you think should be done, please get in touch. We're not ghosts. This legal team and all of them, they're not ghosts. Find a way to reach out to the legal team or persons of interest that can help bring the solutions you want to proffer. But please do not take out any emotional frustrations on a drowning man who is drowning in sorrow over the pain, the loss of his son. That is wrong, and that would not be tolerated. Thank you, Ish, and have a good night, everybody.
Thank you so much, Lady Han, for that wonderful one. I appreciate you, and I'm sure Mr. Muiwa is here, and he must have heard everything that you said. Really appreciate. In the light of that, can I just go ahead and say this, that this platform does not support bullying. This platform does not support any form of cyberbullying or cyber stalking or any other kind of defamation. When we sit here, what we sit here to do is to analyze objectively the cause of the death of Mohbad and to look for one or two ways to help the authorities in getting justice for Mohbad. That is what we stand for, and that is what we are for. We are not here for bully or to castigate anybody or to harass anybody. So I want to say a big thank you to you all for the support that you have granted to every member or genuine member of Aloba, Mr. Muiwa, Baba Mohbad, and every other person. I want to say a big thank you to you all. Before we allow Mr. Muiwa to go, Mr. Gregsy, do you want to say something?
Yeah, well done, Mr. Ish, and Mr. Muiwa. I appreciate you and I salute your courage this particular time. First and foremost, I want to commend you because this is the kind of zeal that I want to be seeing. This is the kind of fire I want from you to be spitting out. And this is the kind of position that I will appreciate you maintain. Please and please just keep it up and keep us posted. Your analysis, your narrative has been this night a top notch. You gave us date by date analysis of what happened, and you have made us to know. You have complemented our thought by letting us know how the Lagos State and its agencies with agents have been frustrating every move we have made so far to get justice. But one thing is, whether anybody likes it or not, we'll get the justice. My question to you, sir, is that having told us those disappointments we have gotten from Lagos State, what are the things we can do that you can tell us as the public to enhance us the justice that we are desperate for, the justice that we all crave for, the justice we are desperate of? Please and please, what are the things? Because I don't want to believe that we can't get justice, and I don't want to believe that individuals will be too powerful or will be too stronger for the majority to bring them to justice. Please and please, from your own point of view, what are the things we can do more or again for us to get this justice? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I hope Mr. Muiwa is there. I hope Mr. Muiwa is there. Be good, pardon me. If you are in the US, what's the time now? If you are in the US, what's the time in the US now?
6:17.
6:17. Okay, thank you so much. I was trying to look if he's actually busy with work or something. I guess he's busy. That's the reason why he's unable to respond to that question.
Can I quickly ask my question, so that you can forward it to him?
Okay, since he has not even answered one, to ask.
Yeah,
okay, let's just go ahead.
You can have another means of forwarding the question to him.
I have another means of contacting Mr.
I know.
Yes,
please, I just want us to the specimen they sent to that lab in US. Is it possible for us to do DNA on that specimen to confirm if it is Mohbad's sample? Baba legal team can write since it's out everywhere. Mr. Muyiwa already confirmed it. Maybe they sent it in March. Baba legal team can write that they want to confirm if the sample collected and sent to that lab is actually belongs to Mohbad. I just want us to see it from that angle. Because if they really took Mohbad's sample, I believe the toxicology, they should have series of things in the toxicology test conducted on him, not only antihistamine drug they found there. So I don't know, they should tell Baba legal team to write, so that these people we really know that we are in to eat with them. We are no retreat, no surrender. We are not resting until we get justice for Ileri Oluwa, and everybody will be happy. And to those people bashing Baba, we don't want to see Baba crying. We want him to be happy. He will get justice, because we know the justice is the only thing that can give him peace and rest of mind. Justice for Mohbad.
Hey, thank you so much, Mommy Bosumbola, for that question. Yeah, that's a very good and valid question there. And I'm sure Mr. Grexy is here. Will be able to pass the question down to him. Legal team.
Mr. Aish, I see your face, you are tired. But you know what? If I have question, I will still ask you, Mr. Aish. You are tired. But let me say something here. If they approve for us to do private pathology, to bring our own private pathology so that we can get our own specimen and send it, the specimen in question they are giving us will be tested with Baba. That specimen we want to use to make sure that we are doing the right thing, we will test that specimen. I've said this long ago that if these people think they are wise, we are wiser and we are smart. That anyone they say they have caught and keep, that's what they are giving us. Then we are going to do DNA with Baba before sending it abroad. And there's another thing I want us to know. The first day this result came out, and it was read in the Corona, VDM said something. He said, these people, don't they know that the body already decomposed before they go ahead to do DNA? That question is part of why the man is enjoying himself in where he is. So now, we know that these people are playing us, and they will go to any length. If they are giving us, if they have sent part of those things abroad, then the remaining one is what they say they will give us to do. And I was thinking that day, I said, okay, if this is like this, then we can conduct a DNA with Baba before we send it abroad for whatever test we want them to conduct, how Mohbad died, the date, all of that. So I think that's my suggestion. Thank you.
Was not for that one. Thank you. And I'm sure Mr. Grexy and the other legal team that are in the comment section are taking notes of these questions and these suggestions as they will be passed down to Mr. Muyiwa. And if Mr. Muyiwa is here, we're going to say a big thank you to you. I can see so many requests. Okay, Biko, you can go ahead. Biko, you can go ahead.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. But I don't really have much to say. But what I want to say is that is Mr. Muyiwa that I even want to ask questions as. Are there no possible that we have like organizations over there in the states where he is that escalates this matter for us, for the world to know what is happening. Because this thing has to go beyond this Nigerian issue now. Because I see no reason why they should be petitioning Baba for this kind of a thing. A man that lost his child. So are they telling me that he has no right to ask for what happened to his child? So if there are organizations like that can escalate it, talk about it outside the world, let everybody knows what is happening. Let them come to Baba's rescue. They need to stand for Baba. People need to stand for Baba. The world needs to stand for him. Because they can't just snatch away someone's child like that and you don't have any cogent reason or to say that this is what happened to him or that is what happened to him. Now they are talking about the results of the autopsy and whatever they did. They are saying inconclusive. How many months body that they can't confirm that they have the results? At least I was on a program one time, I saw an Indian doctor that some people were asking questions about all this kind of a thing. When they said they took the body away from 9 days, they exhumed the body 9 days, then when they went for the autopsy and everything, they said the result is inconclusive. The man said it's not possible. He's a doctor, and he's not in Nigeria, he's an Indian doctor. They said it's not possible that even to the bone, they will get the results. That there's nothing like it's an inconclusive. That even if the person have died for like even over 20 years, they can still get to the root and know what happens or what by the person. So I don't see reason why the Lagos State will now be telling us that the result is inconclusive. So Baba needs Baba. That's why I keep saying it for the past how many days now that Baba needs to shout out to the world, call on all other organizations, UN and everybody. We should start hashtagging the video, hashtag the world entirely. Let people come out. This thing is not a Nigerian issue anymore. It's a worldwide thing. So let people know what is going on, so that people will come to the aid of Baba. Because this thing that is a nice show. It's a nice show, honestly speaking. It's a nice show to the and the kind of messages they are passing to us now is that see, when something happens to you, you don't have money, you don't have anybody. That means you are gone. Anything happens to us at any time. That's what our government is telling us. Except if it's for those that have names that they know themselves. If it were to be one of their own now, they would have gotten to the end of this issue. They would have found out what happened to him, what's by him, everything. They can't just say because you are son of nobody or your father is a farmer or your father is this, then they don't have to know the cost of someone's death. It doesn't make sense. They are not passing us good messages. They are telling us we want nothing to our country. So please, if Mr. Boÿfr can find anything, any way or any avenue to that aspect, they should do from the states over there. Let them escalate it. That is my submission.
Thank you so much, Mohbad, for that one. I'm sure Mr. Greg Z and other PR member in the comment section will be listening to all these suggestions now. Before we release Mr. Mohbad, the last thing I want Super Mom T2 to give a submission, addition or question. Thank you so much, Super Mom T2.
Thank you, SH0CKING, for having me. Good evening, everyone, the panelists and the commenters. Thank you, Mr. Boÿfr. Thank you so much for all you're doing for Baba. And thank you for standing with him. I actually have a question for Mr. Boÿfr, but I don't know if you can still hear me or not. My question is this. Is it possible for Baba, since, the Lagos State government and all their cohorts, they go in the route of petitioning Baba, petitioning this one, petitioning that one. Is it possible for Baba to petition him as well? The king that just petitioned Baba, is it possible for Baba to do that? And what about all the 15 people that were in the house, including Wunmi? Can Baba go ahead and petition them as well? Since they refuse to give the boy justice. If that's the route they want to go, maybe Baba can go that route too. And also, I need to ask Mr. Boÿfr, is there a way we can reach out to CNN? If there's anything he wants us to do from here, since we are all based in the United States, there should be something we can do. Because this case shouldn't die down like this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Baba hold a press conference Can the legal team hold a press conference with Baba? Can they do that? Please. Because the whole world needs to hear Baba. The whole world needs to know what is happening. Thank you.
Yes, if I'm on T2, thank you so much. And just like I said earlier on, I'm sure Mr. Grexy and other PR member in the comment section are taking note of these ideas, these suggestions, and these questions. Though we recognize that Mr. Muiwa is still with us and might probably be attending to one or two things now, which is why I'm going to say a big thank you.
Baba ma ṣe wọ́n tó lè ṣe.
Wallahi.
Ìwọ ọ̀yá tó tún wá fún ní mẹ́sẹ̀jì pé ọmọ yìí o irú èèyàn báyìí o èmi ò rí irú ìlàkọjá tó lè rí ní ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá yẹn in fact kò yẹ kó kó nù ilé yẹn. Ọmọ ológo kò yẹ kó kó ní inú ilé yẹn. Ṣé ẹ̀dẹ̀ rí Ọlọ́run ṣàforíjì o Ọlọ́run ṣàforíjì fún mi o mi ò ní nǹkan kan bọ̀ màmá yẹn bí mo ṣe ń wò yẹn ó ti gba ẹ̀mí kẹ́mi.
Ṣé ẹ̀rí bó ṣe ń họjú ni?
Another spirit ti ń bá ṣiṣẹ́ ó ti lé nǹkan tí ò yẹ kó lé lásìkò tó lé. Ó kàn kìrìsìtẹ́nì irọ́ ló ṣe o.
Kìrìsìtẹ́nì irọ́ o.
Bó ṣe wà yẹn ẹ̀sìn irọ́ burúkú ni ẹ̀sìn irọ́ ni kò bá nǹkan kan because ìwọ onígbàgbọ́ o gbọ́dọ̀ ní àfaradà ohun gbogbo. Bíbélì náà ó fìdí ẹ̀ múlẹ̀ ó ní ohun gbogbo ní àkókò wà fún.
ẹ fún mi ṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ máa padà wá.
Okay.
Àtẹ̀sí ọkàn ẹjọ́ máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ máa padà wá.
Bíbélì ní ó ní ohun gbogbo ní àkókò wà fún. Ó ní àkókò tútúká àkókò ìkórè. Ṣé gbogbo obìnrin tó wà nílé ọkọ náà ni ó ń dùn fún ni? Especially àwọn ìyá wa tó jẹ́ àwọn ìyá àgbàlagbà yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ bí wọ́n léèrè wọ́n máa rí wì. Màmá tó bí mi lọ́mọ ìgbà tí àwa wà ní kékeré dáàdì mi jẹ́ èèyàn kan tó jẹ́ pé NEPA ni dáàdì mi jẹ́ ìṣèṣìnà. Màmá mi máa jẹ́ kó yé mi màmá mi ni first wife wọ́n jẹ́ fẹ́ ìyàwó mẹ́ta lé àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó jẹ́ fẹ́ lé kò sí ìtó dúró nínú wọn. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yẹn máa bá màmá mi drag ẹ̀ pé òun ló lé àwọn òun ló ṣe dákọjọ́ kan mọ́ wá pé màmá mi mọ́ ní mọ́ èmi kí ló dé tẹ́yìn náà ti lọ pẹ̀lú gbogbo wa tí dáàdì mi hù yìí. Màmá mi ní òun ò lè lọ ó nítorí pé tóun bá lọ ayé wa ò ní dáa. Màmá mi ní tí òun bá gbéṣẹ̀ pé òun fẹ́ fi bàbá yín lẹ̀ ẹ lè jẹ́ èèyàn lénìí. Màmá mi ní bàbá yín ṣe débi wípé tí ó bá gbóbìnrin wálé ó máa sọ fún obìnrin pé ìyá àkọ́kọ́ fẹ́ ìyàwó òun lélẹ́yìí o òun dẹ̀ máa bá wọn gbọn bẹ́ẹ̀dì yí pé èyí tó bá ń ṣe èkó ṣùgbọ́n á tún ṣe sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì òun tóun bá lọ tán òun lòun máa fọ̀. Màmá mi débi pé àwọn àlè tó bá gbé wá ní bàbá sàlá ńlá yẹn wọ́n máa gbé wá fáwọn. Màmá mi náà máa rà wá fún àwọn. So mo wá mú látara àwọn ìwà tí màmá mi hù yẹn pé lóòótọ́ kò easy láti lè avoid àwọn kinní yẹn bọ́ orí ọ̀fẹ́ ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o tó bá ti lámùmọ́ra.
Orí ọ̀fẹ́ ni láti ní àmúmọ́ra. Ìyá Mohbad yẹn tí ó jẹ́ lójú kòkòrò ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé owó tí Mohbad yẹn ti ní ló gbé màmá yẹn padà wá.
Dáadáa. ẹ̀rí rìmúùtù lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni tó ń tẹ rìmúùtù ẹ̀ ń tọ́mọ ẹ̀ kú.
Èmi ò máa ń rí according to news tí mo kà ní àná àti ìjẹta gan ó dáa pé wọ́n ti lọ kó gbogbo property àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀.
Wunmi ti send message.
According to news ó ti lọ kó gbogbo imagine obìnrin wọ́n fẹ́ talé imagine obìnrin ó mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn láìkì Mohbad. Ìsáyẹ̀dẹ̀ bóyá because nígbà tọ́rọ̀ yẹn kọ́kọ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàràgbàrà a rí nínú àwọn ará àdúgbò àwọn bàbá Mohbad tí wọ́n sọ pé nítorí Mohbad pé bàbá yẹn ti lé ìyàwó ẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀ ẹ̀mẹ́ta sẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́rin. A rí nínú àwọn èèyàn tó ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Òkè ká tó wá lè sọ wípé.
Bàbá fúnra rẹ̀ ṣe interview wípé obìnrin yẹn ìgbà tí àwọn fẹ́ jẹun tí ó ṣe gbádá wọ́n sọ pé kó mú ẹnìkan nínú òun àti Mohbad olóhùn dẹ̀ mọ́.
Ọlọ́mú Mohbad. Yes.
Ó dẹ̀ lọ.
Ṣé ẹ ti mọ ibi tí bàbá yẹn rìn dé? Ẹ mọ tí bàbá yẹn náà ti gbọ́ kó tó máa ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Bàbá yẹn náà ti máa gbọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Kò sí nǹkan tó lè gbọ́ ju wípé ọmọ tẹ máa bí ọmọ àmì ni.
Ọmọ olóògbé tó bí rárá.
Ọmọ tó bí rárá.
ṣèbí ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀
pé tó bá
ẹni tó gbà lábúrò ló wá fún ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì.
yes ma.
màmá yẹn dẹ̀ yọjú síta bóun lòun fún wọn ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì yẹn wípé òun ti kọ́kọ́ lọ wípé nǹkan yẹn wá dáhùn padà sọ wípé àwọn mẹ́sẹ̀gì tóun ń lọ tọ́lọ́hún mọ́hún yìí òun gbọ́dọ̀ láti jíṣẹ́ yẹn lòun tún wá padà lòun ti kí wọn òun ti lọ òun tún padà ó wá fún wọn ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì gbogbo ẹ̀ la gbọ́.
ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé bí bàbá yẹn ṣe ràgàbọ ọmọ yẹn ìyá náà dúró ni ó ṣeéṣe kọ́ ọmọ ìbá kúkú tó kú yẹn. tó bá jẹ́ pé bí bàbá fún ọmọ yẹn ìyá yẹn náà dúró ń pè no matter ohun tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé tí èèyàn bá ń lọ sí ojú ogun oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ló máa kojú.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
like bá ṣe máa ń wo àwọn English film yẹn tó bá ní kọ́ lọ mú bíi diamond wá kó tó débi tí diamond yẹn wà á pàdé kìnìún ẹ̀mí á ti fẹ́ bọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ náà ni ìrìn àjò ọmọ tó bá lógo ṣùgbọ́n èmi wò pé látara ilé ìyàpọ̀ àwa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ obìnrin tí a bá fẹ́ lẹ́yìn torí kò sẹ́ni gbọ́n tán à á lè lẹ́yìn látara ìyá Mohbad náà ó fẹ́ gbogbo nǹkan tí ìyá yẹn fẹ́ ṣe ni pé kò fẹ́ kí bàbá yẹn jẹun Mohbad rárá.
Madam Olúwakẹ́mi.
kò dẹ̀ fẹ́ kọ́ sí justice.
ẹ má bínú
fẹ́ kọ́ rí justice.
ẹ jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹyọ kan ṣé mo wí pé àpáàtì pé ìyá Mohbad gbọ́kọ́lógún ọmọ lọ́mọ yẹn ṣé mo pé àwọn obìnrin kan wà tó jẹ́ wípé ńgbà tí wọ́n dá kíní abẹ́ wọn báyìí ajá ló gbé lọ.
ajá ló gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
nǹkan ẹyọ kan ò ní ká wọn nídìí o.
general.
kò sọ̀rọ̀ tó ní mínì gan.
wọ́n á máa já káàkiri wọ́n á máa já káàkiri ni. ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé ìyá Mohbad fẹ́ ọkọ mi nígbà tó fi bàbá Mohbad lé.
ṣe bíbi tó ti lọ ṣoògùn.
ok ẹ wá wo.
ibi tó ti lọ ṣoògùn wọ́n ti gbé nǹkan míì fún.
ẹ wá wo bàbá yẹn ẹ má wo bàbá yẹn dá ní bàbá yẹn máa fẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó ti ṣe kínní yẹn.
ó jẹ́yàn.
ó jẹ́yàn ju àwọn ọmọ tòun lọ.
never.
aláwọ̀ obìnrin à ń fa ogun sáyé ara wa.
àwọn alárò pé bàbá náà nìyẹn pé tó wò pé torí tó bá jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn dìde ni gbogbo wọn pátápátá náà bá mọ̀ lágbàáyé. ẹ̀yin má jí bí bàbá yẹn ṣe rí ṣé èèyàn lè sọ pé bàbá yẹn ní ọmọ tó náwó tó yẹn.
láyé.
because láti ìgbà tọ́rọ̀ yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ojoojúmọ́ ni mo fi ń fọ́lù ẹ o ni mo fi ń tẹ̀lé gbogbo.
gbọ́ ni tó sọ pé ọmọ òun tó fóun ní 5 million wọ́n dẹ̀ fún bàbá ní 20,000.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni 20,000 yẹn gan ó ló gbà lọ́wọ́ ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni.
grandma àwa tí wọn mọ̀ wá yìí tá a jámọ́ nǹkan kan yìí só ti eyín mi tí ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ bàbá Mohbad gbọ́dọ̀ dúró bí síbi mo wá dúró sí.
of course.
òun ni mo fi sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká ti bi ìsáná kéèso oògùn bàbá yẹn ò gbádùn ayé kankan.
rárá kò sí ẹ nínú yàrá tó gbé ni.
kò sí àwọn wípé ọmọ ẹ tí ẹ jẹ star lára bàbá yẹn.
wọ́n ti fi.
wàá yìn imagine ń pé àwọn ọkùnrin kan jẹ́ wọ́n tún dìde wọ́n tún yìn gẹ́sì bàbá yẹn àwọn ọkùnrin wọ́n ṣe sófin bàbá yẹn tí mò ń wò dáadáa.
ẹ̀ wọ́n ló kù.
tẹ́lẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi mọ́mí aláyọ̀ tí wọ́n náà máa tó dé.
mo fẹ́ kí àǹtí mi sọ̀rọ̀ délẹ̀ ni kí tó pè point ọ̀rọ̀ kan. ẹ jọ máa mọ́mí olúwa kẹ́mi àbí ṣe ti délẹ̀ ni.
mo ti land.
ẹ ṣe gan ṣe rí ọlọ́run kó gbàdúrà gbogbo wa. girama mo kí yín o ẹ̀ẹ́dà àgbáyé adalẹ́ mà.
Jésù. nẹ́tíwọ̀kì.
àtàwa náà pátápátá ọlọ́run aṣáánu gbogbo adélẹ̀. ṣe rí àwọn obìnrin náà lọ́ta obìnrin number 1.
àwa ni o.
and yes and mo tún believe kankan láyé yìí ṣe rí tá a bá sọ pé obìnrin ìka ẹ kọ́kọ́ wo ìdílé tóbìnrin náà ti jáde náà.
God bless you.
ẹ kọ́kọ́ wo ìdílé tó ti jáde náà ṣe rí ìdílé á máa tara látọ̀ ara ọmọ. torí pé tó bá jẹ́ pé bí àwọn tó bí èèyàn bá ṣe brought èèyàn up ó ṣeé ṣe kéèyàn náà kó follow ẹ̀ because kò ní ronú pé ọ̀nà yóò ṣọ́nà. jẹ́ wà pẹ̀lú mi mà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣó ti yé nígbà míì ẹ̀rọ ọmọ mi ẹ jẹ́
nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì yìí bad.
náà dúró lọ́dọ̀ ni bó ṣe máa ń ṣe láìfù wọn ṣó ti bí àwọn bá ṣe ń dúró lórí ọkọ bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn báwọn ìyá wọn ṣe ń dúró lórí ọkọ làwọn ọmọ yẹn náà ṣe máa ṣe torí wọn ò ronú ní pé ìwà yẹn ò ṣèwà. Hello.
à ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello.
à ń gbọ́ yín.
ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ. Hello. ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
Madam Adérónkẹ́.
à ń gbọ́ yín.
à ń gbọ́ yín sẹ́.
ó yẹ òkè mà ṣó ti yé òkè mà bí àwọn ìyá wọn ṣe rí ló ṣe máa dámì fáwọn náà ìpè bóyá bí ó ṣe yẹ kí láìfù ṣe rí nìyẹn ṣó yẹ yín mà but tí ìdílé èèyàn bá jẹ́ ìdílé dáadáa kò sí bó ṣe lè wù kó jẹ́ kóbìnrin burú tó tọkọ gan bá wò pé àmọ́ onálàfisùn tó bá pé èèyàn méjì mẹ́ta ọmọbìnrin náà máa sit right
Ọlọ́run.
àmọ́ tó bá ti jẹ́ pé ìdílé tó jẹ́ pé tó bá ti lè sọ pé àwọn náà máa fọ́lọ̀ ẹ̀ ni pé wọn ò bó lórí burúkú ni ó fẹ́ pọ́ ọmọ mi ni ó fẹ́ ṣe kinní kan ni kò sẹ́ni tó máa fẹ́ sọ́sùn ìdílé wọn ṣó ti yé ó dìpẹ́ lórí ìdílé tí oníkálukú bá ti wá. Èmi personally mo máa ń dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ̀ ni pé mo dúpẹ́ ibi tí mo ti wá.
èmi náà dúpẹ́ tèmi o.
Alhamdulillah ṣó ti yé mà because a máa rí oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀dá láyé ṣe rí èṣù kò sí ilé tí ò fẹ́ dúró sí o èèyàn ni ò ní fún láyè tó gbogbo ìdílé tọkọtaya báyìí lè ṣù fẹ́ wọ̀ èèyàn ni ò ní fún láyè kò sí ọ̀nà náà torí pé tí a bá wò pé ọkọ mi burú èmi náà fẹ́ burú wàhálà eléyìí ò lè tó eléyìí ò lè tó láéláé nígbà tẹ́mi kéré màá dẹ̀ dá jókòó màá dẹ̀ máa sunkún sọ́lọ́run pé wọ́n lómi máa fẹ́ wàhálà ọkùnrin láyé mi torí pé tẹ́ bá rí ọkùnrin burúkú náà kọ́lọ́ má jẹ́ káwọn ọmọ pàdé àwọn ọmọ wa pàdé ọkùnrin burúkú láyé.
àmín o.
àtìyàwó
bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ lobìnrin náà kọ́lọ́ má ẹ̀kọ́ pàdé obìnrin burúkú.
bẹ́ẹ̀ àmín o olóhùn ọ̀pọ̀ sójú.
tí ọkọ àtìyàwó bá jà kò sẹ́ni tí ò kì í fẹ́ bínú èèyàn ni ò ní fún èṣù láyè láti má wọbẹ̀ torí tó bá ti fi àyè lẹ́ẹ̀fẹ̀ṣù a máa máa bá yín rin ọjọ́ ẹni tó fẹ́ dá sọ̀rọ̀ gan ẹni bí ni ọkọ mi ṣe kínní kan fẹ́ lọ rojọ́ òun mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ rojọ́ fún ẹni bí ló máa jẹ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀nkú yìí Mr. Phantom ọ̀rẹ́ wọn láti kékeré ṣọ́ọ̀rẹ́ wá nìyẹn àbọ̀tà wọn láti ilẹ̀ tán dẹ̀ mọ́
ọ̀tá wọn ni wọn fura sí ni.
wọ́n mi mọ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀ sí wọn náà.
má jẹ́ ká ná rẹ̀ bí ọ̀tá ṣó ti yé yín so oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀dá ló wà láyé yìí mo máa ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi máa fi ń ṣàkàwé ni mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó jẹ́ ń pé wà láyé tàlà ìsímọ́bìlà làzíláwà òun náà máa dúpẹ́ pé ibi ẹbí tóun ti wá ẹbí ire ni táǹtì mi bá ní ọmọ fẹ́ wọ skul ọkọ á sọ pé kí lòun kà àwọn ẹbí la máa sọ̀rọ̀ láǹdì ẹ̀gbọ́n mi táwọn ọmọ yẹn máa fi lọ gbọ́dọ̀ private school lọ́lọ́
ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn máa jẹ́ ọkùnrin o ọkùnrin lẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn
obìnrin lẹ̀gbọ́n mi ó ní tó bá sọ fọ́kọ ẹ pé owó àwọn skul àwọn ọmọ á sọ fún pé mélòó lòun kà but àǹtí mi àdúró pé ibi tójú kòkòrò òun bá so mọ́ lòun ti máa kà á sunkún sáwọn ẹbí ẹ̀ gbogbo wa máa dìde àwọn ọmọdé máa yanjú second born ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó máa lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà kò sí kọ́bọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ẹbí ìyàwó náà ló dúró tì tọmọ ìfi lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà ọ̀rọ̀ sísítà mi mọ̀mí aláyọ̀ sẹ́yìn lẹ̀ sọ ṣé gbogbo nǹkan téèyàn bá ń ṣe náà kó rántí àtúbọ̀tán ni má torí pé bọ́kùnrin ṣe fún ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe máa wá fi oró sáwọn ọmọ ẹ nù
láyé kò dáa
torí nọ́rọ̀ oró ò ní tán lẹ̀ wà láyé ọmọdé ìlọ sí Amẹ́ríkà ẹjọ́ bàbá máa dúró pa ọmọ mi wà ń lóyìnbó ìgbà tọmọ mi kọ́kọ́ ṣe ó ra mọ́tò fún bàbá ẹ ẹjọ́ ń torí tọ́lọ́run ṣé bàbá ẹ ló ràn lọ ni
àbí
àmọ́ àti mi wò pé wó ṣáà máa ṣe àmọ́ ṣe nǹkan ẹyọ kan tó dùn mọ́ gbọ́ ẹbí nu ìyá ẹ̀ ló kọ́kọ́ mú lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà yẹn.
àwa obìnrin náà
nítorí ó ṣe gbogbo wàhálà lórí òun bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó ṣe wàhálà lórí àmọ́ bàbá ò ní béèrè kọ́bọ̀ kó má fún lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀.
ó yá
torí ìyẹn gan ló jẹ́ kó lálùbáríkà. ọkọ mi jọ mo nídìí owó mo ṣe kiri kan á ní ẹwọ ẹyẹn lọ́jọ́ kọjá rè ẹ ṣe kiri tí bàbá pè mí lé kí ló máa sẹ́ndì owó yẹn ó yá ẹjọ kí ìyá wa sọ pé ó ṣe máa ṣe irú ẹ̀ ṣófà ló máa jẹ ìmọ̀ ni màmá sọ irú ẹ̀ fún
ogán lè má jẹ ìyá ọmọ ẹ.
bó wò pé iṣẹ́ tóun ṣe ìdùnnú òun ni fún pé ó tiẹ̀ lè rí gbà lọ́wọ́ bàbá lè rí gbà lọ́wọ́ ọmọ ìdùnnú ni fún ìyá fúnra rẹ̀ because nǹkan tó da òun ni ti bàbá o tó bá kù díẹ̀ káàtó ìyá ló máa dárúkọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni o àwa
àmọ́ káyà àwọn ọmọ wa da la máa ń tọrọ. bẹ́ẹ̀ni káyà àwọn ọmọ wa da la máa ń tọrọ.
ìyá náà ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ayé àwọn ọmọ wa.
sáwọn ọmọ wa òun ló ṣe jọ mí lójú fún ìyá Mohbad pé irú ìyàwó lọ́lọ́run délé láyé ẹ̀ ó wàá mọ anything nípa láìfọ ọmọ tó bí nínú tọ́lẹ̀ tí lanu sọ fún ẹ kóyún gan kó tó mọ̀ pé olóyún yìí kó tó sọ fẹ́ pé ọmọ ológun ń bọ̀ nínú ayé ẹ̀ ọmọ náà wá dé ó wá lanu ó rẹ́nu sọ pé nǹkan tèmi náà gbé nípa ìgbésí ayé ẹ̀ ni tó wá jẹ́ pé ọkùnrin wọ́n ní bàbá gbogbo ayé ni ẹjọ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tí mi sọ yìí náà ọkọ ẹ̀ tó bá béèrè 10 naira lọ́wọ́ ọkọ ẹ̀ á lóhùn ìnáwó kò ní fún un àmọ́ tọkọ ẹ̀ dẹ́ta ó náwó fún ìrànràn. ọmọ tí wọ́n ti gbé wálé fáǹtì mi ọmọ 16 years ọmọ wálé pé àǹtí ọkọ ẹ̀ ló bí ó gbà fún Ọlọ́run.
ó yá